They were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
Bonjour! It is I, Patrick McNamara of Dog Food Studios, your best friend, and the only person who truly understands you. We are gathered here today to play Mage of Sail. Had you forgotten that was my intro?
Freaks me out a little every time.
We are gathered here today to play Mage of Sail, a swashbuckling game of magic and mystery based on Mage the Ascension. I am joined by my 4 friends, each of whom has imagined a wizard. Some of them with dark secrets, some of them without dark secrets, just powerful enemies. And I, in turn, have imagined an adventure for those wizards to go on together. First up, you can't spell Go Tabitha without Goth. As Saoirse, a fortune teller with a dark secret, Tabitha Sheehan. Next up, a student of history and arcane mystery, as Aura Edmonston, Holly Conrad.
I'm not compromised.
Yeah. You should.
And we are also joined by a woman of incredible cosmic power, Lidija Piper, who will be portraying Liga, a Verbena witch who does not have a dark secret at all, but does have powerful enemies, so it still counts. And last up, the Prince of Hustle and the King of Muscle. We are as Wilhelm, an Ashkayana warrior monk with a dark secret. It's Dabe, lovely Dabe Alan. So
polite.
These 4 wizards, each more imaginary than the last, have traveled to the unconquered Isles to take on a quest from the dread pirate Hendrix to fight the hated British. They were delayed somewhat when their boat was stolen by an accountant. Thankfully, the day was saved as his supporters were horribly massacred by the terrifying music that lives in Aura's head and exists only to kill.
Hooray!
What is the nature of this music? How will their new crew react to these events? What's the deal with Big Paul? Is he a main character now? We will burden our souls with these secrets together. We begin on an as-yet unnamed pirate ship, recently liberated from the dread pirate Nigel. It is almost dawn as you turn the ship around and start to head back towards Docktown on Bones Island. The Master of Hounds has, of course, retreated below deck because he is a vampy. Your frail mortal forms, too, because you are mages and above all you are human, require rest because you have been up all night partying.
In a way.
And then fighting. So you're all a little beat.
Dusty.
A little sleepy.
So you retire to your cabins below to sleep. We rejoin our wizards the next day as the cry of Land Ahoy tells you that you've nearly returned to Docktown on Bones Island. Liga, you awaken feeling great. Feeling suspiciously great. Feel specifically about 50 years younger.
So like...
And when you look at your hand, you are missing... When you look at your hand, it's missing a lot of familiar wrinkles and crags. And you realize that the aging magic that gives you your respectable appearance is beginning to fade. And if you want people to see you as the ancient witch that you like them to perceive, you may have to re-up.
She does have a dark secret.
We're not supposed to hear that, I think.
You are going to re-up.
For the inside.
I gotta do my morning routine.
Yes, absolutely. So
Put your face off.
depending on how long you want stuff to last, generally, this is a pretty simple feat. This is changing your appearance.
Okay.
So it's we're going to get right in. This is vulgar magic, but no one is watching. So it's a difficulty of 3. How long do you want it to last for is the trick. Because if you want it to last for a turn, you can just get it to happen. If you want it to last for the rest of the scene, well, you need to add a paradox dice. If you want it to last for a month, then you'll need to add 2 paradox dice. And you can keep going on along that lines until, like, if you add 4 paradox dice, it's gonna be till an arbitrary amount of time until I decide that it will be funny again. but it'll be a long time. Generally phrased as one story.
Let's say end of day.
Okay, sure. So give me 2 paradox dice, or you can hope that you'll get 5 successes.
If you beef a paradox roll on Wrinkle, what do you think happens to you?
I don't know. I hope she doesn't biff it, because I don't have really an idea.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
So
time to
You just turn
improv.
into a mole rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just remind me on what my dice situation
So
is.
you are rolling 5 dice in total,
Okay.
and 2 of them should be paradox dice.
Okay, so we'll do some of these.
And you're hoping to get 3 successes.
3.
3 successes. Okay. You look fucking old. You
That got me.
as you cast these familiar incantations. In fact, let me see what your. Let's talk about how you do your magic, because that is a very important thing to a mage. Is the exact method that they use. So you're using survival. So that means probably it's a lot of different herbs and things that you have at some point put together on your journeys.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it could also be there are elements of Maybelline in there, or sort of like reverse Maybelline.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah.
On the ring.
And yeah, you begin to look old again. Your back starts to feel shitty.
Do I have to feel the discomfort?
Oh no, it's just flavor. Not a dice penalty.
It helps
you
with the aging.
it helps you. It's like a performance cue.
Exactly.
So you don't go out and go like, "Hi everyone." Like,
You're
like,
not
hey,
spry.
try not to be too spry.
Okay. I have a hump.
Aura, you do not wake up
Oh.
feeling good at all. 'Cause
Like hungover.
Yeah.
not only are you extremely badly hungover,
Oh.
but every muscle in
So
your
bright.
body has been stretched to breaking point by the mysterious music in your head that
Yeah.
exists only to kill.
Right.
So you feel just generally pretty shit as you hear this, "Land ho!" And you're aware that you'll have to soon face the sunlight, which will probably be as painful to you in your current state.
I don't. I just turn around in bed.
Gonna put
I
back,
don't
get back in bed. Fall back
Turn
to
over
sleep.
and like,
I just you're like,
the
That is
covers over your
exactly
head.
what I would do.
Mother, no. I'm just like, no.
Wilhelm, you get a knock at your door.
I'm in my own room.
It's you.
Damn.
You're like,
We're living a
This is
good life
yeah.
here on the ship.
it's pretty nice. Yeah, you guys aren't on the decks. You're all at this point pretty much the captains.
Oh, nice.
No one's decided who the captain is yet, so you're all sort of sharing captain status.
All right.
We'll argue about who gets the captain's cabin later on,
Yeah.
but it's probably been pretty heavily soiled by Nigel in his terror. So,
Ew.
It's probably really ugly.
Probably covered in shit.
so
Oh, yes, I'm awake. I've been awake for 45 minutes doing push-ups, yes. I'm definitely in bed.
yeah. So this big meaty hand knock on the door and says, "It's Big Paul.
Hey, BP, how was your night?
Can I come in?
Yeah,
we
of
could do
course.
calisthenics together."
I would love that. Hold on, give me 30 seconds to quit
Debrief.
clenching.
You probably mid-set. I'm sorry,
It's all right. Let me just finish these out. Got 17 or 18 more.
So Big Paul waits.
One-armed, though, by the way. Weighted.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Open the door and he goes, "Wow, you're not even sweating. That is incredible."
Okay, yeah. That normally doesn't happen for about the third hour.
Yeah. Wow, it's you're so cool,
Got a lot
Wilhelm.
of impurities in me, but hold them in helps out.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, why are you here?
I wanted to talk to you because I feel like, we made a little bit of a connection at the party.
Mm-hmm.
That thing on the top deck that killed all those men.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a normal wizard thing? I don't know a lot of wizards, and I'm a little bit freaked out by it. Is that what we're mainly going to be doing now? Is
No.
sort of demonic massacres?
There's a small percentage that could happen again, for sure. But that's not a standard wizard thing that I've ever experienced before, and I'm still also contemplating it. So we're on the same team here.
Oh, good. No one knows what the monster was.
Yes, exactly.
I'm so glad.
Don't know its origin. Don't know why it's here. It exists, though. And we have to deal with it.
Well, I was hoping we were going to head soon to Isle of Vitae or Blood Island. And my mother's, she's good with spirits. So I was thinking that if we do end up heading that way, maybe I could take you all to see her and see what she thinks about it.
Does she cook?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's go.
Baby and mom.
Well, Dad cooks, but like,
Well, I mean,
yeah, there's going to be food. Is
there'll
what
be
I'm,
food
is what I'm
and
saying. There'll be food aplenty.
Okay, that's great.
So when we get there, some shore leave.
Need some protein.
I can take you all up there. Oh yeah, that's going to be great.
You understand?
There's some wacky shit to eat on that island. You're going to love it.
Can't wait.
Saoirse, you also receive a rather more civilized and less meaty knock on the door.
Meaty knock. Okay. I kind of stir awake. I haven't been awake, obviously. That was a lot yesterday.
You hear the voice of Corbin St. James, your communications officer.
Okay, Corbin St.
And
James.
as she opens the door, she is just impeccably dressed. It's already at this. Well, I guess it's early afternoon. It's okay for her to be impeccably dressed. It's not as annoying as it otherwise would be. But the fact that she doesn't seem hungover is a little bit of a strain.
That is annoying.
Yeah. She goes, Saoirse,
Yes.
how's it going? You had quite a night.
Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, were you planning on turning the ship invisible again? Because I was thinking if you were, we could put across sort of beacons or something so that in an emergency, invisible ship situation, we can simply follow the beacons to the nearest exit.
That's a good idea.
But I don't want to do that again if you're not going to turn the ship invisible.
I mean, who knows what the adventure brings to us, because I don't even know.
Oh, well,
Maybe I do.
maybe the best plan is no plan at all when it comes to wizards, perhaps.
Yeah. We're, agents of chaos, I think, a little bit.
I was curious. The rest of the wizards are sort of quite easily able to pigeonhole. As we have an Ashkayana, we have a Verbena, and someone from the Order of Hermes, but you don't seem to be. I can't figure out what your deal is. What brought you to the Unconquered Isles?
Good question. I shut the door.
Just, see you later. Like, unflapped.
Yeah.
She's certainly not able to be flapped in this context.
Okay.
And she leaves, and we're gonna accelerate time a little bit because you guys are coming into dock. And I'm gonna say that you, unless anyone is purely wants to just sleep through it until someone comes to get them.
I'm not. Don't get me.
I'm getting dressed or whatever now.
Okay,
since we're
so
approaching shore.
and you arrive in at the docks, and you see that quite a crowd seems to have assembled, awaiting your return on the ship. And they begin to stomp and clap and sing the Song of Bones Island, which goes, Bones! 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 And then it repeats like that.
Okay,
All right. Is there a beat?
that's fair.
Or
It's whoomph,
okay.
whoomph,
Okay.
whoomph, whoomph, whoomph,
So it's
clap.
like a Mumford and Sons song.
Yeah, it's very Mumfordy.
Yeah, it feels Mumfordish.
That's probably where they got it. Yeah.
Someone's gonna like emo mumble underneath that.
Yeah, is this a SoundCloud? Never mind. That's later.
Bandcamp or
Anyway.
It's over the end credits.
Okay.
I've written the Song of Bones Island.
I
Awesome.
guarantee you have.
Yeah.
I hope it's mine.
I'm excited.
It's all right. It's what's difficult? Singing the
lyrics.
word. Firstly, there's two things that's difficult about singing the word bones in a lot of different voices, so that you can layer them on top of each other to make a song where people are shouting the word bones. First is there's a lot of sibilants in the word bones, and it's difficult to set your de-esser properly to get the sibilants out. The other problem is that when someone in the other room has a real job,
And you're screaming bones.
yeah, and you're just sitting there screaming the word bones. It's quite difficult then to persuade them that they should continue to support you in your artistic endeavors.
Just looking at Jason.
But yeah, it's so they're singing the Song of Bones. They seem happy to see you.
I join.
They didn't see
join?
Well, Latvians love to
the
sing.
Shane.
I'm sorry? Oh yeah, of course.
Latvians love to sing. They have very large folk music festivals.
So you're just sitting there happy as a clam, looking old as shit, just singing
Like
Bones.
off tune somehow.
Yeah.
And like also making my own harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. I love it.
I pull the pillow.
Yeah, you just hear them screaming bones from outside. Like, fuck this, man. They'll tell me when it's time to go to another island.
Yeah, yeah.
You head into port, and the gangplank is put down, and it seems like perhaps that this might be the crew of the ship, waiting to find out what happened. So I'm going to say that at least 3 of you, because Aura is staying in bed.
Mm-hmm. So, but one of my friends could come get me, but
Yeah, I mean, they don't. I don't know if they want to wake you up.
come get you.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I think we're all a little touch and go on the last situation.
Yeah, they haven't really. You haven't really addressed the
Not
events
really,
of the
yeah.
previous night.
It's kind of like we came together because we were all brought here, and then that shit happened. So we're like, what? Yeah, like, that was a lot.
Calm down and sing the bone song to you and
Oh my god. Okay.
Come down, start going. Bones,
I'm like, fine.
bones.
old biddy of like, get up, the sun is up, let's go.
I'm really. I'll just react as like anyone would do to like their grandma waking them up. Like, oh, fine. Is breakfast ready? And like,
You try and unleash the music.
Oh, God, no.
Take the witch.
Take the whip.
Yeah. I don't know if I have like a dressing gown or something. Is there like one in there?
Yeah, you can take whatever. So this was.
I'm gonna find Nigel's silk dressing gown.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go into
totally
the
has
captain's cabin, find Nigel's silk dressing gown, and just wrap it around myself and like put on like the silk like sleeping mask so that it covers the light
There's a pirate's hat too, if you want to.
and the pirate hat. Yeah.
Imagine a closet like in Stardust with Robert De Niro's character. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he's got a flamboyant taste in so I bet that Nigel has several times bought a hat that was going to be his look.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Couldn't
And
commit
everyone's
to it.
made fun of the hat.
Yeah.
And instead of sticking it out,
Yeah.
he simply said, I'm not going to wear this hat again. And then a couple of months later, he's like, I got this new hat. Now this is going to be my thing.
Yeah.
You open a closet, nothing but hats. Like,
Lots of personality trait hats that just didn't work.
Yeah. I pick one with like a stuffed bird on it.
Sick. I
Yeah.
love it.
Like a stuffed parrot.
Yeah.
Because parrots don't like Nigel, but he still knows that you have to have a bird. If
Power
you want to be a
move.
pirate.
He really thought that it would scare them away, but it didn't work.
Didn't work.
It attracted more.
Yes, in fact, the other parrot started to just try and mate with the parrot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He like, starts humping the hat.
Yeah, so I put on that hat and the thing, and then I just like half put on like sideways one eye the sleeping mask, and I follow Lidija.
So it's still a little bit of a grisly scene on the deck. There are bodies, but there is no blood because it's all been turned into sand.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a full crew of deckhands, but Big Paul has set Nigel's crew to work sweeping the deck. But there are still bodies because you don't want to just throw them over the sea. Like, and Corbin St. James addresses the and says, "Okay, well, this is sort of your moment. This is where you're going to give your first speech to the crew. Let them know what happened on board as you see it. Introduce yourselves and just fill them with faith and confidence in your leadership.
Not dread.
I mean, dread is always an option. Whatever, I'm not here to tell you how to run your ship. But, have fun above all else. And, the boat cow died. So make sure you tell them about that as well." And then she just fucking walks off.
Your cheese.
The boat cow.
Why don't you do it without daring?
So yeah, as you get off, your crew are looking at you expectantly and going, "Well, what happened? We see that you beat the dread pirate Nigel. What's going on?"
Who killed the boat cow?
The boat cow is dead? And just a ripple of sadness falls across
We can
everyone.
get a new one.
It's a terrible omen, the death of a boat cow.
We avenged it.
Poor... Yay! Bones! Bones! What happened on board? Are they...
Well,
I feel like at that moment, Aura just like vomits like like black ooze, like just like some sort of like spiritual like ichor just into the ocean.
Yeah. It was still getting your sea legs. Very, very common problem.
Yeah.
Some like lands on the
Very
deck and
normal.
it's smoking.
Yeah.
It's just a burn.
That was like the alien acid spit.
You better meet that before we get to the last line.
Yeah.
We
That would
definitely
be
want
bad.
to cut that
Our
one
boat
off.
just sinks in the dock.
Yeah.
So what do we want to say? What happened?
Like game plan.
She's fallen on the ground.
Yeah, you guys.
She's like,
Does anybody actually know here what happened, though?
Well, the boats were invisible.
So
Yeah.
I will give a little recap for the audience.
Yeah.
That what happened is you were on the ship,
Yeah.
which Saoirse inadvertently turned invisible.
Yes. I did it on purpose.
And then, in order to combat this, Aura attempted a very big bit of magic. She attempted to create a spiritual body for the entire pirate ship and completely biffed it. Thus leading to the music being unleashed. Music being a mysterious entity that shares the body of Aura Edmonston. The music massacred quite easily most of Nigel's crew.
just all over.
Yes,
Just
all
bad.
over. It was a bad scene. It was, you had a lot of dice and you rolled them well.
So the music has a lot of
Yeah,
dice.
music has a lot of dice.
Saoirse sees this as maybe an opportunity to not rule by fear, but just put that in people's heads to be like, this is what could happen
Yeah.
if you cross us. So I'm just like, you know what happened here?
But so it's like, you're not going to rule by fear, but you're going to make them afraid of your rule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to do this again on purpose, but we're going to use this to our advantage.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yes. So, like, she does some big speech of, like, we conquered adversity. They were trying to steal our boat. We got it back in the most brutal way possible. And we all meant to do it.
100%
That's basically the
meant to
spiel.
do it.
Okay. So
And from under like the cover, she's like, "Don't forget you turn their blood to sand too.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That was all you, right?
You can do that anytime."
Perfect crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn your blood to sand. Doesn't matter if it's in you or not. Sand time for your blood.
This is what our enemies have to face.
Imagine
if they
there were some-
come across us.
Some pirates were alive at the time that their blood turned to sand.
So only the blood that was on the deck
Okay.
and did not have living pirates attached to
Okay.
it
All
was
right.
turned.
Okay, never mind. Then that makes me
'Cause we
feel a
might
little
have-
bit better
we
because
might
that's
have been
really jacked up.
Affected.
Turning someone's blood to sand while they're still alive is something that can absolutely be done, but not with a second level
Yeah, it's
effect.
more of a-
That's a little higher.
Third or fourth.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But yeah, it's a cool game. I enjoy it very much. So while anyone thinks of anything they would like to say, let's have a roll from Saoirse.
Oh, God.
And I'm actually going to say that what you're using here is your charisma and your performance.
All right.
Because it's not a full attempt to intimidate. You're kind of inspiring them a little bit.
What am I doing? I'll just use these. I just brought extra dice for that.
And this is a mundane roll, so you don't need
two.
any
Okay.
magic dice.
I got 0.
You got 0?
I got a big fat fucking 0.
So the crew look at you and say,
Oh, I was supposed to use the skull.
okay, that's fine, you do that. Well, and it doesn't count.
I know. It doesn't
All right,
count.
do it
I forgot
again.
to use the
Wow,
skull.
we're going fast and loose here.
I forgot to
No, actually, I'm not going to do that. People are going to yell at me if I let you do that.
Don't do it.
Stood up.
I botched it. I fucked up.
They look at you and said, so they're all dead?
The bad guys?
I know they were Eileys, but...
They're dead.
And then you hear someone go, I had family on that boat.
Well, they shouldn't have been Eileys.
Use the proper word had. Appreciate that.
Damn.
Oh, boy. Okay. Does anyone want to try and
Yeah, try to
pull
fix
this one
it.
back?
I'm just gonna.
Not good at this one.
I'm gonna say that like I have a song that I'm gonna sing that'll explain everything,
Okay, great.
and I just
And
sing
one.
a
And
Latvian
two.
song that no one understands.
Oh my God.
And it's just gibberish as far as I'm concerned.
Right, so,
Oh my God.
Like listening to a Sigur Rós album.
so roll me your charisma
Beautiful,
plus
but-
performance.
Man, it's like my charisma and performance were great. I don't know why I fucked up.
Well, let's see how Lydia does, who has one dice.
The dice.
Like you can't give me manipulation.
You
That's fine.
need 5
Okay, you know
successes
what?
on one.
You are trying to manipulate them. Manipulation plus performance.
Give that extra die.
Lydia has 0 dots in performance.
Oh my God.
I beefed it.
You biffed it too?
All beef. Oops, all beef.
And then so
Sad.
I can
lady singing.
I see this happening, and I don't have anything either. So I'm just like, I mean, now I've got like was ichor on
I
my
got
clothes,
yeah.
and so I'll just like stand up and just say, say we were attacked, and we fought it off, and they fought bravely by the spirit of the sea.
Spirit of the sea is happy.
And now the spirit, and we know how to assuage it.
So
I think she sounds like drunk.
Yeah.
yeah, it's still like hanging over a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's got the glasses or thing in the hat. I'm like, but
So-
like, can I use some magic?
what do you have? Yeah.
I'm thinking,
I like what you're thinking already.
Here comes the music.
So while you think of that, Liga, as you sing your beautiful Latvian song that means so much to you, one of the pirates goes, "The witch is casting an incantation. She'll kill us all." And they all go, "Oh no, no!" Some kind of cower. Some kneel. Some look like they might be about to draw their swords just in case. Like,
Watch this old lady sing.
just singing off key, having the best time.
so I'm gonna ask the spirit of this parrot
Okay.
to infuse, to give me the charisma boost that I need.
Hang on, the stuffed parrot?
Yeah.
It was formerly alive.
It was formerly alive. It's dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the spirit of the parrot, and who has been turned into this beautiful object.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it had a nice life. Mm-hmm. That maybe it was someone's beloved pet.
Okay, so
It's smelling it. I smell main character.
here comes someone I can give plot hooks. That is going to be touch spirit. And I'm going to say, because it's funny, that the spirit of this object is definitely extant and around.
Sure.
You don't have to like awaken it, which would be a higher level spell.
Okay.
And so go ahead and roll. That's going to be 5 dice. It's your occult plus your arete. You're going to have to probably say some magic words and put some incantations to speak to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a little time trying to figure out
The cult plus what
a
again?
stuffed
The
parrot- plus your arete, so it's 5 dice.
okay.
All of your magic rolls at the moment are your arete rating
Got it.
plus your focus skill. So at the moment, it's always going to be 5 dice.
Okay, and I don't have any paradox right now. I don't.
No,
Okay.
no, you discharged all your
I
paradox.
sure did.
Yeah,
Sure did.
Yeah,
Huh?
so I'm just, just asking for a little help from the parrot. That's it.
Give you a little bit of advice, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, 4
4
successes.
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 Nice.
So this parrot says,
Beaked it.
You know.
beaked it.
Merchandising for you.
Thanks everyone for joining us. This is for the last episode of Mage of Sail. So the spirit talks to you and he goes, "Excuse me, hello, yes, I'm Stephen.
Thank you.
I'm Stephen the parrot, and let me tell you, I've lived a confusing existence. I used to be a parrot, which made me very happy, and now I appear to be some kind of accoutrement for a hat. What's your name?"
I'm Aura. I would like to say that I'm very sorry that you became a hat. But you are the most beautiful thing in this ship.
"Oh, well, thank you so much, and don't worry, I don't blame you at all."
Oh, that's lovely. I'm just asking for a little help. I don't see much of your panache, and I'm trying to see. This is a captain's hat, and I'm trying to look captainly for these people.
Well, I've served as a number of captains in my capacity as a parrot. So let me give you a little bit of advice about pirates. What they're most worried about, I was listening in a little bit, is the boat cow. The death of a boat cow is a terrible, terrible ill
I
omen.
knew it.
Oh, God.
If you were to promise them that they'll have a new boat cow in time, and perhaps, I'm sure they would like to know that, well, you're aware of the funeral rites for boat cows, I'm sure. You were probably already thinking as soon as you discovered about
No.
the existence of the
Could
boat
you?
cow.
I forgot. Could you tell me?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, a boat cow must be buried, of course, or rather, not buried, but given full funeral rites and burned ceremoniously. The most important pirate available must read the funeral rites and, of course, sing the song of the boat cow. And then, of course, the acquisition of a new boat cow must be, very, very quick. The boat cow is. I feel like I'm patronizing you by explaining this to you.
No, I'm just new to piracy, so I appreciate it.
Very much the mascot of a ship. So.
All right.
We'll need to get one again, and of course, it's where they get their milk.
Oh, of course. That's well.
if we can
It's been lovely meeting you.
Thank you. Anytime.
No, I appreciate it. You're a wealth of advice. I will definitely tap into that later. And here's a seed.
Oh, I can't eat it. I'm afraid I'm still a pretend
Spirit
pirate.
seed.
Spirit seed. Oh, what a wonderful invention. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that thought. Anytime.
Thank you. And then I say goodbye to the parrot, and I turn to the pirates and I say, "We are going to give a burial to the boat cow with all rights and songs needed, and get a new boat cow and be the best captains you've ever had."
Okay, so give me manipulation plus insight.
Okay.
And go ahead and add 2 extra die because you're hitting exactly the right thing that they need,
Okay.
that they need to hear because the parrot told you that.
Because the parrot told me.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 success.
3 successes. All right. Good.
And after
I don't have mutiny in my notes.
Okay.
So,
after I say that, I just fall over.
so you give this rousing speech,
Yeah.
fall over, and they say, "Well, as long as the boat cow is buried, that's the important thing. I mean, these men we can simply push into the sea.
Okay.
But where is the boat cow? Will it be brought out?" And then you hear Corbin St. James say, "Big Paul, bring out the boat cow." And Big Paul reaches with he's got his hands out, and he's carrying the boat cow just in his arms.
A whole cow? You say.
Is it a boat calf?
A boat cow is about this big.
Oh, it's a miniature cow? What's a miniature?
Well, I mean, it's a boat cow, right? So a boat cow, it's about
a guinea pig?
It's about yay high, and about
What the fuck?
yay big. It has its little sort of amphibious wings, so it can flit about along the deck and delight to everyone's delight.
What the fuck?
And then dive into the sea.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Corbin St. James is explaining this all to you as though you are idiots.
Because we are, apparently.
And saying and dives into the sea to drink the seawater that it lives on. And it creates the same amount of milk as a normal cow.
Look black and white? Like, is it like a cow?
It's actually, it's pink
Is
and
it a
white.
Holstein?
So it's like a Frisian cow.
Is it strawberry
It's
milk?
coming back right now.
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
No, it's normal milk.
Fever dream?
And this is how, this is,
Are you
do you not have boat cows outside of the Unconquered Isles?
No.
How do you,
This is a region-specific thing.
It was a very-
I'm now upset because when I requested a cow, this is not what I wanted.
Milk's the same though.
I mean, well, we all assumed you said you wanted a cow, and we were sort of like, well, yeah, of course, you'll be a boat cow. You want a full-sized cow on a pirate ship
Well, that's why I suggested a goat for
that
milk.
can't fly or delight people with its beautiful,
Well, they're like giant puppies.
and they're just wonderful creatures. They enchant us with their song. You've
Song?
heard the song of a boat cow.
Well, no.
Sort of sounds like, well, I can't do it. I'm not a cow. But
How this
moo.
died.
It looks like it may have. I'm not trying to shame anyone here.
Uh-oh.
It may have died of fright.
That was probably your fault.
That's fair.
They are emotionally sensitive creatures.
Okay.
We might need a few boat cows, just like backups.
Yeah.
I feel like we need a herd of them.
Well, I mean,
flock?
if you want to
They
get
fly?
A
More like
murder
an actual
of,
cow.
a murder, well, certainly don't want a murder of any boat cows.
Does it have the face of a cow?
Oh yes, it's to all intents and purposes just a normal cow, but pink and with wings and very
Okay.
small.
Okay.
And amphibious.
Okay.
Yes,
Amphibious.
it has lungs and gill.
Okay, so pretty
And
cool. Cool cow.
yeah, it's
What does it taste like?
That was not the correct question.
I mean,
to
is it
ask.
beef?
Not right now.
that's a
Is
very
this beef or poultry? Because it's like
fish?
It's a
or
great
fish.
question. That's
a very dark question to
These are great
ask
questions.
as we are preparing to say goodbye.
Does it lay eggs
boat
or
cow.
live birth?
Is it like a
No,
platypus?
live birth.
Okay,
Oh,
let's check in.
oh, when a boat cow's puppies are just the most beautiful things you've ever seen. Yes.
Ridiculous.
From the ground. Where can we get a new one?
Oh, well, Hendrix has a deal with the Verbena on Isla Vitae, or Blood Island, depending on who you talk to. So I'm sure it'll be a simple matter to head over there,
Vitae is
pick
a
up new
vampire
product.
word.
Oh, it sort of means life.
No.
No?
You hear from the ground.
Vampire word? Oh, well, I mean, I guess they do also call it Blood Island.
Yeah, where did the dog man go?
Oh, Master of Hounds? He'll be asleep below deck.
Oh, that's right, because he's a
not-
vampire.
Well, that's a rather coarse way of
Vitae.
putting it, but yes,
Kindred.
he does. Hendrix is also asleep. He's hungover. I'm sure he'll join us in the evening for the funeral rites
All right.
as the most important pirate on the island. But yes, I mean, sure, a quick trip to Blood Island before you head on to wherever else you're going. I'm sure the Verbena would be happy to give you a boat, Cal. They have a standing agreement with Hendrix.
All right.
Maybe we can get a flock or herd or whatever.
I want to draw.
And and then you hear a voice coming from the crowd that says, "What of Nigel?" And they say, "Yes. What of the head of the Isleys? What will we do with him?"
Did I kill him? You hear from the ground? No, I don't think I did.
Nigel. Nigel was captured.
Okay.
And had his spirit broken. And he goes, "Yes. What will become of Nigel? He must be brought to justice. What do you plan to do with him?"
How about we just let them do what they want to do with them?
Yeah,
"But we're not the captains."
the law of the land. We're on land now, right? Or no?
Well, you guys are still on sea, technically. I'm imagining that you're delivering the speech from the ship.
Okay,
We
so
are the captains, right?
yeah, we're the captains.
Yeah.
What would you have us do with him?
And then you hear a voice say, "I am a pirate and I demand the trial of the sea."
The trial of the sea is what? What is it?
Walk the plank, I think.
Is it walk the plank?
Is it walk the plank?
Explain the trial of the sea.
Parlay.
Corbinson James.
To prove you're a real pirate like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a test. What is it? What is
So
it?
who wants to roll that role to convince people that you know what the trial of the sea is?
God
I'll
damn
go
it.
for it.
You do it.
Okay,
I'm broken.
roll me your
What am I using?
I already used my parrot dice, and
I'm
that's
not
all
good
I
at-
had going for
I'm
me.
not good at
so-
performance. I'll
Just
tell
go
you
ahead
that.
and pick up a single dice.
I'll
It's
say-
your manipulation plus subterfuge.
That's it?
You know what?
I'm not good at the lying to people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. You're a monk. It's
Well,
fine.
if you get a success, you know, it kind of works.
Whoop! Not didn't. Yeah, it's. I'll count that. It's
No?
It's a no. I didn't make it in, but it's fine.
Corbinson James says, I believe you've been improperly briefed. You know, I'm not sure whose error that was, but certainly not yours, my noble captains. It's absolutely fine. The trial of the sea is the sea that surrounds us is known as the Traitor's Sea, and it will not allow people to come to the island if they would conquer it, or if they have ill intentions in any way. It's one of the ways that protected these islands for so long until the hated British found a way around it. The trial of the sea is when you have someone who you believe would betray the cause of the islands. You simply drop them in the sea and let the sea decide
Oh,
what
that's
is to be
easy.
done with them.
So it is a walk the
And
plank.
if they are of ill intent, we don't know what happens to them. They are simply gone.
So it's like the witch trial. If they float, they're. No, I'm just
And then Corbinson James says, "Not in front of the witch. That's super bad taste."
sorry.
But yes, and Nigel says, "I demand the trial of the sea, or trial by combat, and I swear that I will never serve the Order of Reason or the British Empire again. I am a pirate in good faith. I will pass my whatever trial it is, as long, maybe not. I would prefer the sea one, and restore honor to the name, the dread pirate Nigel."
I say we do the sea and just give him cement shoes.
Just
I mean,
So you could literally
give him cement shoes.
turn his boots into cement.
Yep.
Yeah.
we want to kill this character already.
I mean, have you heard his voice?
I mean, I do hate him. I do hate him and everything he's about.
Yeah, it's so it's up to you. You're the captains. What do you want to do? He suggested trial by combat, or you can leave his fate up to Hendrix.
Do we have a cannon big enough to launch him out of into the sea?
Does it
Oh,
hurt?
yeah.
Does it hurt, or is it kind of fun?
The trial of the sea.
The launching out of a cannon.
Oh, launching out of a cannon is not the best. Like you definitely feel nauseous
Could
afterwards.
just shatter his legs.
Yeah, but you know,
But
it's,
then he won't swim.
That's true.
yeah, but yeah. So if you want to launch him out of a cannon and into the sea, that is your right as captains. People might even think it's cool.
That was just an idea.
Do it.
Okay.
Set from the ground.
Good. Oh, so Nigel says, you want to do what?
Well, if we need to return you to the sea, it needs to be far enough away for it to be fair.
You don't want to be able to touch the ground.
Yeah, so I think launching you from the cannon, from the ship that you stole, into the sea, to see if you can make it back is fair.
But I can't swim.
Well, that's your fault.
You should have
The
not
trial of
picked that
the
trial.
sea. Or you shouldn't have moved to an island.
I thought you just did. Well, I think it's very clear to everyone that I shouldn't have become a pirate.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. These are life skills you should have
You
learned.
don't need to rub it in.
That's not our fault.
I don't know. I stole your ship with some degree of success at
And
first.
who is being launched out of a cannon right now?
It's you.
I submit. Yes, it is. It is. Okay. I'll
What
give
did we learn?
Don't steal a wizard's ship.
Okay, where's the cannon?
So the cannon is on the gun. So as you say, where's the cannon? The pirates will go, hey! The wizards are cool again!
All right, we did it. We won him back.
Oh.
So
Gotta launch a man out of a cannon
Yes.
into the ocean.
So they all kind of like, people kind of cram into the I'm going to actually say that they brought a cannon up onto the main deck. Let's not worry about the logistics of that. And Nigel says once again, as you walk, you can hear him saying under himself, like, he says, I will never serve the Order of the British Empire again. I will never serve the Order
Like he has
of
to
the British
remind
Empire.
himself.
I will never serve the Order of the British Empire again. And he's visibly shaking because he doesn't know whether he'll pass. Like, this
Right.
isn't a thing you can just get out of by thinking it.
Right.
So go ahead and someone with firearms, give me a roll to get ready.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. to get ready. The
Yeah,
cannon.
so give me a intelligence plus firearms.
Okay.
And this is kind of, and I'm assuming you're trying
No, it's
to
okay. Either one.
give Nigel a fairly successful.
Okay. Intelligence plus firearms.
Before
You ever play Scorched Earth? You know, like the angle thing?
I have a lot,
Going
so
for like a...
45?
Yeah.
Well, if we go low, we can have him skip. But I think that might knock him unconscious. So we'll
Okay.
try for an honor.
intelligence plus firearms. I have
Yeah.
a lot of dice.
Can we first pat him down and make sure he doesn't have anything of value that we want?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So he doesn't have anything super valuable on him because he's kind of already been sort of had everything taken away from him. You do have a key to his lockbox, which is in the presumably in the hold.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You load Nigel into the cannon. So what did we decide? Did we decide we're going for height, or are we trying to skim him along the
I feel
wall?
like height would be fun.
Yeah, I think I like a nice 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like the idea of like taking bets of how many skips we can do.
That's good.
Sounds fun.
He might become knocked unconscious and for sure drown.
Also, like,
Without a trial, if he's...
also we need to like do a test because like when you're skipping rocks, you got to get the angle right first, right?
Yeah.
So we might not
I
get
feel
it.
that might go too
he might just go
forward.
like right
What
into
if
the
we get
water.
the pirates involved to get to also part
This
of
is
the
a team building exercise.
I like to imagine you're all having this conversation in front of Nigel while he's in the cannon.
With his little head sticking out.
And I'm literally just like holding
The
do I have a
lighter.
wand?
Or the
Oh, yeah, you do have a wand.
I
That's
do.
how you do
I'm
all of
holding
your
a
magic.
wand with a little like flame at the end. Like it's like still the like thing
very
over my
threatening.
eye. Like
yeah.
it's coming really close to the
You're like,
to the thing every time I'm
What do I
gesturing.
do? Like-
I'm just like, I think that we should just like whipping by the like.
We asked the crew with them clapping, like which one they want more.
By a round of applause.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Which degree do we like? And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh. They go for the
And they-
45.
Yeah.
And I think they go for probably for height, right?
Yeah,
like,
they go for height. They want to
They want to see him go up
kiss
high.
the sky
and then
for
land.
sure.
Yeah.
I say, now, Nigel, right before it launches, clench everything as hard as you can, otherwise your feet might go through your chest, and we don't want that. So just really tighten up.
Thank you for the advice.
Yes, you're welcome.
I truly
Hold your breath,
appreciate it.
too.
Is that real?
Would you rather be
I like the idea that
floppy
Wilhelm
or rigid?
definitely has advice for someone who's going to get fired out of a cannon, just like authoritatively, like, yeah, this is what you want to do, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
It's to help him.
Cross
It's
your
not to help
legs.
actually.
You finally, I'm going to just say that while you're waving it back and forth, you light the fuse.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oops.
and Nigel goes, the fucking cannon goes off, and Nigel goes pretty high, honestly. And you hear him going, and there's like a Doppler effect.
Yeah. Do a flip.
He's like a balloon that's gotten let go. Like,
Yeah.
And he can,
And then there's just a twinkle,
yeah, I like that.
and then you hear. And then he makes a huge splash, and all the pirates go,
Hey, bones, 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 bones.
and as you see, you kind of peer into the water. Corbin St. James has a spyglass,
Yeah.
and she says, "He's in the water," and everyone goes, "Oh." He goes, "But he's drowning."
Yay!
Hey! Drowning, 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 drowning.
Okay.
And Big Paul goes, "For fuck's sake!" And he jumps into the water.
No.
He begins to swim,
PP.
he's
He has a kind heart. He has a kind heart, yeah.
and he.
We could give him a quick ride to help.
Oh, you want to help him out?
Yeah,
I
does
don't
he
know
want
if
to?
he
Does
can
he
fit
want to
in
get
the cannon.
cannoned?
Oh, you want to shoot him in the
If he
cannon?
wants to. It's an opt-in.
I'm good at
It's
it.
safe. Look at him.
Yeah, he's fine. Just get in the cannon. We'll shoot you out. Fuck, let's do it. Let's roll some dice.
All right.
So before he jumps in, you're like, you want
Can
to
we
go in
have
the
him do a
cannon?
gainer, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, on the way
Okay,
up.
I'll roll the dice
So
again.
roll the dice again. It's.
I have a lot, so
Yeah.
it should be okay. Wait, 3 successes.
Three
There you
successes.
go.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
Four.
4.
Four
So it's a
successes.
safer
So
trip.
honestly, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's hard getting Big Paul in the cannon. I was already like doubtful that Nigel could fit in the cannon, but whatever. It's a Unconquered Isles cannon.
Yes.
They're all one size fits all. And you. So he goes for he wants a slightly less of an arc.
Yeah.
But so you successfully fire him pretty close to Nigel.
Nice.
The splash is considerably bigger because Big Paul is a nice man.
But it looks very cool in
Is
the
it-
air.
Yeah.
I like to imagine he doesn't really focus on leg day, so his legs fit okay, but
Oh,
just
yeah,
his
he's-
big muscles.
Yeah, oh my
torso
God.
was just hanging out.
Oh yeah, he's shaped like a turnip.
Yeah.
Dorito.
A Dorito, exactly. He's
He's a little Dorito turnip.
He's a cool ranch Big Paul.
Triangle Man.
Cool Ranch Big Paul.
CRBP.
He lands in the water, feet first. It's pretty graceful for a big guy. And he grabs Nigel, who is still sort of flailing, and begins to just swim back to shore with him.
But then he didn't face the trial on his own.
The trial was whether or not the sea would
Kill him
transport him
instantly?
away,
Oh.
not if he would drown.
Yeah.
As far as the pirates present are concerned, Nigel passed the test.
Oh.
Because he would just disappear if he was.
Yeah, he would have been gone to somewhere else. No one really knows where the Traitor Sea sends you, but
Got it.
there are tales. There's a lot of speculation.
Don't like how you worded that as the game master.
What? There are tales?
Tails, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you all get a bit
You
conquery.
said to the pirates, it looked like. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well.
Oh.
Conquery.
So yes, and then the harbour master, who's been sort of watching the whole thing, says, "Well, Nigel he seems to have done the trick. I suppose I've remembered what the harbour master talks like, and he goes, seems like he's done it. He's a pirate again." Everyone goes, "Great." He goes, "Oh, the Civil War continues."
Oh my god. Okay.
Bones, bones.
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 Maybe we should on the cement.
Yeah.
And then Corbin says, "Now that that's over with, you guys want to head off for a pint?"
Yeah.
I thought we needed to get a cow.
Isn't it like 8 a.m.?
That's fine.
No, it's kind of late afternoon. You guys
Hair
slept
the
in a
dog
lot.
for
Yeah.
one of our crewmates.
Yeah.
I would like
Might be
one,
better.
please.
Yeah. Okay, so
Do you ever do a Pim's Cup?
Pim's cup goes well. So I'm going to fast forward us to when you arrive at the Bones Tavern.
I don't know if the Pim's Cup existed then, but I'm just going to say it.
I'm going to just go ahead and say
might
that,
have.
that this barman, just like whatever cocktail you say, he goes, aye.
It's grog.
And then gets out
grog.
a shaker thing, and then he and hands you a grog and goes, there we go.
Shaking grog.
Shaking grog.
Just warm and just shake.
So effervescent.
Yeah.
Like, here we go. Long Island iced tea.
I sigh.
And, sorry, I forgot we have a Long Islander with us. I said the sacred words.
Just immediately made a face at you.
And the Bones Tavern it's a pretty well-worn tavern.
We've been here before.
You've been to the Bones Cavern.
Oh, new
This
one.
is the Bones Tavern.
That's... Oh, God damn it.
So many bones.
You understand how I made the mistake, right?
I honestly don't.
Okay.
No, it's very different words.
All right.
So, Bone Island and the Bone Throne and Bones Tavern.
Bones Tavern
Yeah.
But also Bones
and the
Cavern.
Bones Cavern.
I start talking about how they need a marketing expert.
I mean, they undoubtedly do,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
one of the themes of this show, pirates are bad at naming
Yeah,
things.
they are though.
Yeah. Which makes things very easy for me, because when you invent a cow that lives on boats, you simply have to call it a boat cow.
Yeah.
You have a lot of pirate blood in you, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Well, did you know that McNamara means son of the sea dog?
I
Now
almost
did
am
not.
sure you made that up.
Almost.
Sounds like a lie to me.
I don't know, like, you know,
Like a thematic lie to me.
while you're like, commenting and subscribing, why not say whether or not McNamara really means that?
Let's say whether Patrick's a
Or,
liar.
or is my Uncle Dan full of shit? Perhaps both.
Was Dan a
Give a
pirate?
like if Uncle Dan's full of shit.
Was he was he
Did
a
he have
pirate?
a boat?
Yeah, probably.
Long neck. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Then I'm not a pirate.
It's for an Australian out there on the internet.
Okay. Like, comment, and subscribe if you know what a long neck is, or if you don't. What the fuck am I doing? So you're in the Bones Tavern.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very well worn. You suspect that there are a lot of very friendly fights happen, but not a lot of stuff happens in the early afternoon here, as Corbin St. James brings you to her table that is roped off for her in the VIP lounge, which is just the corner with the least light.
Do the pirates like that I have a long eye patch on, like a sleep mask?
You know, it's now occurred to me that that's probably what they think it is.
Long eye
it's
patch.
a
That's
long-
good.
Yeah.
Do it.
So you've just got
That's your custom look.
I got a captain hat and a long eye patch and a silk robe, so I look like a pirate.
yeah, you look absolutely like just a trashy pirate.
Yeah.
like
good
like
look.
a high school play pirate.
Yes.
Like it went wrong.
So Corbin says, "Look, we have a few issues regarding the ship to take care of, and none of them are especially urgent. There are a few specialty positions on the crew that are currently unfilled.
Okay.
We don't have a first mate. First mate, second to the captain, responsible mostly for the welfare of the crew, sort of all of the human resources on board the ship, and will carry out your day-to-day tasks on your behalf, so you don't have to do a lot of shouting.
I like HR.
Yeah. We don't, and like all of these positions, we have crew who can fill them, but they're not necessarily great at it. It would be nice to nominate someone, should you find someone on the Isles. So this is a long-term quest. We don't have a bosun at the moment, not a specialty bosun.
Suppose.
That guy raised my hand. What's that mean?
Yeah.
A bosun is responsible for the structural integrity of the ship, is one step below the first mate.
It's not a bison.
No, a bosun. Spelled,
A ship.
But I had to cross out my notes.
spelled boatswain.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. About what?
Boatswain.
Oh, that is not what I spelled.
Keep my
Bosun, yeah. We also don't have, and these might take a little more time to fill, a master gunner, which is a sort of gun guy. Or a surgeon, which is a sort of knife guy. I mean, sort
Down
of
as-
takes part in organized stabbings with the intention of healing over the long term. We also I hesitate to say it. We don't currently have a quartermaster, which is someone responsible for the logistics, keeping everyone fed, counting the money. There is someone.
Don't say it. You're going to
Look,
say it, aren't you?
He's really very good.
If he's good, it's fine.
Does he have dread in somewhere in his name?
Does he talk like this? Oh my god.
Is he recently cannon shuck?
He is, you know.
Is it the guy that can't swim that we have to bring on a fucking boat?
That's a good point.
I mean, ideally, look, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just saying you don't have a quartermaster at the moment. You can obviously find one on the Isles. That will be fine. But there is one who sort of owes you a solid.
And he's afraid of us.
And
I don't
he's
know
also...
if they can be trusted.
Well, if he does something, then we just give him cement shoes.
But we can tell if they're lying. Right?
He passed
You
the
can
test
also...
of the sea.
He did pass the trial of the sea.
The trial, yes.
Only because he had help.
He wasn't taken.
That wasn't
The swimming isn't part of the trial.
How about this? How about if he learns to swim, we'll take him.
Let me talk to Nigel.
Okay.
I like this.
So we can just send for Nigel.
Okay.
Corbin, there's crew nearby, said someone... Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. Please, someone get to Nigel and tell him that Corbin wants to meet him at the pub.
Ugh.
And you wait a few minutes, and Nigel, who's still fucking soaking wet, like... And I'm just going to say he's just got a big towel around him.
Okay.
He's lost his glasses, so he can't see too good. Because why didn't he take them off before he got in the cabin? I don't know. High int, low whiz. And he comes and goes, "Hello, my beloved tormentors."
See, I like that.
I'm Nigel.
Hey, I'm Nigel.
That's how you start the conversation. I love that.
Yeah.
It's not how I talk. I have a rich, sonorous voice.
Nigel, look at me. Look at me. We're the captains. Look at them. Look at all four of us. Eye contact simultaneously right now.
I can't. You're sitting at inconvenient parts of the table for that. I can sort of only do one at a time.
Look at me again. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at me. You see this? I point at my missing arm. See this?
Yes. I was trying not to stare.
You know who did this?
No.
Called again.
Or a reason.
The Order of Reason. You're never going to work with them again, right?
I would never. I didn't know they took place in such... I swore I would never serve the Order again.
They're the reason why I don't have an arm anymore.
I'm very sorry about that. I'm not a member by any means.
Look at me.
I just met a guy.
You just met a guy.
I just met
a guy.
I just met a guy and
join.
and just mistakes were made. No one's denying that.
Like, would you take candy from a stranger? Like,
well, I don't know. I do like
all right,
candy.
besides the point. You're never going to talk to them again.
No.
Because if you do, I'm going to turn your blood to sand.
Oh God.
And I will know if you do. I will just know. Because I'm magic, remember. So.
Because of magic, remember. That's great.
I'm a wizard. So you're going to be our quartermaster. And then I just sit down.
Understood. Thank you very much for your benevolence. I will serve you well. And then Corbin says, "Oh, one more thing."
No, I didn't really. Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, you didn't. That was fine. There was time for Nigel to be fetched. You all probably had a couple of beers. Just talked shit. So one more thing. The boat took some damage during the tidal wave and that kind of thing. We could fix it here, but it'll take some time. I have a rather more ironic idea. There is a dock, in fact the only dock on Isle of Vitae. Now, it is owned by the British, so we'll have to land there at some point. But, luckily, the last person who had stewardship of the ship before you, she looks at Nigel, she looks back at you and goes, filled the hold with enough gold to pay for the repairs.
Oh.
So you could pay them back. You could pay for the repairs with their own money.
Yeah.
And Nigel says, "You stole that from me." And Corbin says, "I'm a pirate."
Get to the boat, quartermaster.
"Yes, sir, madam, miss, Mrs. I don't know. Bye." And he seems delighted at the opportunity to go and take stock of his own gold, which is now your gold. I'm sure he knows exactly how much of it is there. Yeah, so, if that's the plan, I'm sure you don't want to be hanging around here for weeks while we repair it, and it would be rather more of a strain on our resources than it would be a strain on the bridge.
So I guess we have to head there.
It's what I would advise, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to present the options that are available to you. There are a number of breadcrumbs pointing you towards Iva Vitae,
Yes.
certainly.
It seems like we should go there.
And then the little, you see the little tavern cat, who you've come to know, and you've already heard his name is Breadcrumbs, and he walks up to a map of the Unconquered Isles and just begins to paw at Blood Island.
I have an idea.
I feel like we should avoid Blood Island. Everything seems to be dirty.
How's the
the
monkey,
open
by the
ocean.
way?
How's the monkey? Yeah, I just thought of the monkey.
Is the monkey still
So the
with you?
monkey is, I'm going to say that the monkey probably stayed on the island during the fight, so the monkey isn't traumatized.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The monkey
yeah.
definitely...
Chumbawamba, right?
Chumbawamba. Chumba Patrick Wamba
Chumba P. Wumba.
heads down. He kind of could sense when Wilhelm was back on the island.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead
Forgot.
and roll it back, and that when the crew were there, he was sitting there at the front in his little pirate hat and his neckerchief, going, "Arr,"
Oh my god.
and waiting for you to come down. He's now sitting on your shoulder.
Okay, good, yes.
He is. You have never had less lice.
super
If there's
re-
anything that
yeah.
looks, he is picking stuff out of you. You don't know
Really
where it's
good.
coming
A
from.
lot of people pay for a lot for this at a spot.
Yeah, I know. It's
Good deal out.
If anybody needs to borrow the monkey,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, feel
This
free.
is your monkey to do with as you please.
Yes, of course.
Within reason. Like don't shoot the monkey out of a cannon.
don't
I
shoot
know
the
you
monkey.
guys like shooting stuff out of cannons.
I mean,
now.
it's just
Now
the
I'm worried
one
that's going to be
person.
every problem is going
Well,
to be that.
before we go to Blood Island, we need to bury the sea cow,
Oh, that's true.
the
yes.
boat cow.
I was gonna say a sea cow's a manatee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it called again?
Boat cow.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll arrange that.
Okay.
Bury the boat cow.
Yes,
Whatever.
And
Is
then
there a
Sing the
boathouse
song.
cemetery or can we just use
so
standard?
a boat cow is traditionally burned.
Okay, yes. Like a Viking style?
Like barbecue?
Like an arrow in the water?
I'm going to say that they put it on a boat and they just push it out to sea.
Okay.
Shoot an arrow at it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can shoot arrows at it. People might.
The fire
I meant like a
arrow.
fire.
like a fire arrow?
Like,
We
fire
shoot it out of
fire.
a cannon.
I would like to start burning it here because I kind of want some of its ashes.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say you wanted to eat some of it like barbecue. Can anyone tell I'm hungry?
I don't think they would respect that. Well, they wouldn't find that respectable.
That's true. That's
All right.
But I'm down to give
can definitely have
our
some
witch
ashes.
friend some ashes.
Yeah.
The ashes I'm going to save and, I don't know, use.
Yeah, there's going to be some. I'm sure you can do some weird shit with boat cow ashes.
Yeah, I like that. I love this for you.
So,
Thank you.
so let's fast forward time a little bit more. I don't know what you guys spent the afternoon doing. Perhaps you just hung out in the Bones Tavern.
Yeah, I'm just face down on the table next to the warm, empty thing of warm, shaken grog.
And we wait until nightfall. Because it's a little bit more dramatic to have a sort of burning-based funeral at nightfall. And the crew have arrived on the beach where the boat cow is to be burned. And its tiny body has been laid on the pyre. The crew are there, a number of other people, like a boat cow dying is a serious thing.
I didn't know it was so serious. It's very serious.
And as you stand there waiting, like what's going to happen, it feels like we're all waiting for someone. The dread pirate Hendrix appears. Not like he doesn't like appear. He walks up. He doesn't do like a disappearing thing or anything like that. And he says to you, Liga, he says, I intend to still give ye the cow I promised ye. And the crew will need a new one either way. I don't know if you're aware of my arrangement with the Verbena, your people. But if you're able to get to Bloodtown,
Bloodtown.
they should be able to They should be able to see you right with the new boat cow.
Bloodtown. That's not like. That's in the opposite direction of Blood Island, right?
That's on Blood Island.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Checks out.
And then he says, "Now I must do the ceremony." And he stands for the gathered throng, and he reads the song of the boat cow. He says, "Farewell, noble boat cow, from those who loved ye best. Your days of play are over now. It's time for ye to rest. We'll see ye, noble boat cow, when we are dead and gone. We'll join ye, noble boat cow, perhaps before too long." And the crew just weeping. And someone just falls to their knees and says, "Why?" Because pirates are in touch with their emotions on the Unconquered Isles. They don't have a bunch of like toxic masculinity. They know it's okay to cry when something terribly sad happens, like the death of a boat cow.
Talk about their feelings.
Exactly. And then there's a sort of informal wake once the cow is burned. And you guys are chatting to Hendrix a little bit about, I don't know, something ribald. And the Master of Hounds walks up to you and says, "So I should let you know, I'll be joining you on the ship."
Okay.
What's his job?
Do you want to be one of these jobs we have?
He says, "Well, I'll be looking after the dogs. I can fight if I need to. I'll make myself useful. You have no fear of that."
Okay.
And Hendrix says, "The fuck you will."
No.
Oh.
Like, you're not leaving the island to travel on a boat with wizards. I forbid it. And the Master of Hounds looks at him and says, "Oh, you forbid me, child?"
Oh. Child.
And Hendrix takes a big pause. And he backs down. He takes a full step backwards and bows his head and says, "I'd have you close to me." The Master of Hounds says, "You go on your little trips. It's time for me to go on mine. And they'll need someone on the boat in case that thing comes back out again. They need someone that can fight it."
Does he please point at Aura?
He points at when it says the thing on the boat.
Like points and she's just got this outfit and is like, "Oh, hello."
And Hendrix looks at you and says, "Aye, she seems very deadly." And the Master of Hounds says, "We can leave arguing or not, but I'll be going." And then they just soften, both of them, a little.
This little lover squabble.
And then Hendrix embraces him and says, "I'll see you again soon." And that is where we're going to leave our adventure for today. Join us soon for episode 2 of this adventure, which is titled Blood on Blood Island. Bye-bye.
Lay anchor where the spirits rest and never walk alone. The hopes and dreams of many lie upon Bones Island. Lay anchor where the spirits rest and never walk alone. The hopes and dreams of many lie